They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Peppers. Quick strike complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Power football with the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using the quick game. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Red Raider.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down. Obviously, you just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Hayes. Turning it on! The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. This is a designed run. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the air, it's Peppers. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
42 Spider. Lizzie.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give from the gun. Got enough for the first. There he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down. It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Peppers. Flips it out on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Hayes. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Got his man to the left. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He throws into the middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Quick release on the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense looks like they're coming. Out of the gun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Trying to run, it's Hayes. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Peppers. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Try to get it to the edge. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. Finds a spot in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Now they'll run the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Alabama! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Peppers. Fires to the right. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going back to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Floating away. All kinds of time before he fires right. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing it.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quickly complete. They found a way to get him the rock, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They take the lead with the 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hayes. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the second down and goal.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make the play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the quick shuffle pass.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Peppers. He's got him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push. Big stop by the D.
The give on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
No mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. He wants to throw it right down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. This much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Peppers. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Rush. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, tempo is going to be a big deal right now, but 4th down coming up, trailing, you have to dial up the right play right here, David.
And first things first, you got to get the 1st down. Like, I got to convert this 4th down. The clock is irrelevant at that point. Then I got to kick it in high gear, make some plays, and get in scoring position to try to take the lead.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. keeps looking downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's complete to the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
Now, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.